And we're live. Hello and welcome to the second episode of Kana Kast. Today we have Yasen and Hiru.
Hello.
Welcome. This is the first collab episode, I guess. How are you guys?
I'm okay. A little bit tired, but otherwise alright.
Glad to
I
hear.
eat my sub.
Yes. If you hear crunching and you hear munching, it is Hiru eating. She is hungry.
I'm eating chips.
Yes.
Don't eat the ones on the ground.
Okay. First question.
Man.
We're getting right in the meat and potatoes. Describe your anime taste.
Are we just gonna go in order from me to Hiru, I guess?
Yeah.
Or okay. I actually prefer a lot more shoujo and romantic comedies myself. So,
Very nice.
so more cutesy kind of things.
Yeah, I
Me
think that I
too,
kind
man.
of agree. Yeah. I'm kind of a slice of life person myself.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm kind of similar in that way. Just like I really love comedy, but like, you know, Smash like the romance and like Wotakoi is like still like my favorite like anime, like all time. Yeah, it's just like
Heck yeah.
yeah, it's like it's a little bit like, you know, like mature-ish in a way because, you know, it like the setting is like in like a workplace and stuff, but it's just like it's so funny and like, but there's just like a little bit of a hint of like romance in there, and it's like it's super cute and stuff. But yeah, I really like comedy aspects to like romantic animes. Yeah, I feel like it's really important to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
So do you
yeah.
have a specific genre as well? Or would you say that you concur with Yasen?
I mean, I don't. It's hard to like say that like there's like a favorite genre that I like because I like shoujo anime, but I also watch a lot of like shonen too. Like I literally like watch like anything that like catches my eye. Like if it's like interesting, I'll watch it.
I think that
But
that...
like
Yeah, no, you're completely right. That's completely valid. That's because we don't necessarily have... We can't really necessarily rank things in terms of favorites, because I think it's more or less we don't have favorites in general. We have favorites for specific reasons.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they're important to us.
Yeah.
I know, like, for me, rather than favorites or anything, I know, like, I guess what I don't really tend to watch, and for me that would be mecha anime. I don't know. I'm just not... Nothing wrong with them, of course. It's just not my
Brawling in the
the
Franks
big
for you?
robot stuff. Nah, I wasn't really interested in it. Especially that one, because I didn't like how the robots had eyes, like actual eyes. It kind of bothered me. It was really weird to me.
I'll be honest, I don't know if the plot was necessary to the watching experience of that anime. I think it was a very linear plot, but I think it was very eye-catching. I think it was most of the appeal of that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, I guess
I
that
only
would
watched,
build into
like,
the
a
second
few.
question then. So, what matters more to you? The plot or the graphics or audio styling?
For me, it's definitely the visuals and the audio matter more to me than the plot, because I know there's a lot of anime that I've seen that the plot kind of isn't always there or particularly fresh or interesting or anything, but I'm there because like, ooh, cool fight scene, hell yeah.
Yeah, like the animation is like so pretty. Like yeah, visuals is like really important to me too.
So it's more or less an art appreciation than like storytelling, I guess.
I mean, because like there are ones where I'll watch it even if I'm not particularly a fan of the art style or whatever, because I just really like the story. Like one was a Ajin, where it was like the anime for it was completely 3D CG, and I don't particularly vibe with that, but the story was great. I love the story.
Yeah,
and I powered through the animation just for that.
Yeah. Personally, like, yeah, the 3D animation, I feel like it was kind of like new-ish. I definitely don't think it was like the first anime that has done like 3D.
Oh no, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, not the first one, but it was still kind of like wonky. But like, I was like, since it was like on Netflix, I like watched it. And the story was like really interesting, so I like kept watching it even though it was not great. So it can be like an on and off sometimes for like visuals. Yeah, if the story is just that captivating that you can look past like the art and stuff, then I'm definitely like able to keep up with the series. Yeah.
So it's more or less that the priority is the art appreciation, but if the story is captivating enough, it'll make up for itself.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Would you say it's easier to produce nice looking art, or would you say it's easier to salvage it with a better storyline?
I'm not sure.
Because like statistically, the ones that seem to float most successfully are those with art forms, or like the art is pretty and the soundtrack is awesome, and it's just like, as like a consumer, which one do you prefer more? Would you like to see more storyline? Not necessarily more storylined, but more in-depth anime that not necessarily doesn't dismiss art in its importance, but which one does more justice, I guess, to you? I don't know, because I tend to be an overthinker, and I'll tend to go towards the plot side of things, but I definitely appreciate my pretty anime girls.
Yeah, I think on my end, my brain is tiny, so I see pretty art or nice music, and I'm like, yep, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, because it's also like the first thing you like kind of like pay attention to, you know?
Yeah.
Cause if for more like plot stuff, I would usually like, you know, like read the manga. Cause I know sometimes like even like the anime can like skimp out on some of like really big details. So like for me, like when I'm like specifically like watching like an anime, like I really do focus more on like the specifically like the animations and oh my god, yeah, especially like the music too. Like if the music is like really good, then that also like check marks everything.
Yeah.
Even if like the story might not be that great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we've killed that subject. Let's see, let's break the fourth wall, I guess, a little bit. Starting motivations for VTubing.
So I know on my end, I talk about it quite a bit. Like it'll come up every now and then. But for me, it was because of another now retired VTuber named the way that I'm forgetting the name, I'm gonna cry.
Mood.
It's Hiro, but not Akagi Hiro. It's Minamori Hiro.
Okay.
I was trying to, because I know the name is like to protect everyone kind of thing, so I was trying to figure out how to translate that in my head. Oh, I'm gonna get judged for that one. But yeah, it's because of that VTuber and how they created a very warm and welcoming atmosphere in their sort of little community. And so I wanted to be able to emulate that after finding out that they retired. And then that was the reason I started.
Comfy tuber.
Yeah. I mean, like, specifically, like, for me, I've also said this, like, in my debut, too, but basically, it was because my mama Melon, she really wanted to make, like, a VTuber model, because she was like, oh, everyone's doing it now, and I want to do it, I want to try, so she personally reached out to me, and she was like, do you want to be duck VTuber? I will draw this model for you, like, right now, and it's gonna be a test. And I was like, okay, sure. And then I kind of wanted to go all out, so I ended up like trying to set up like a whole like Twitter and like my Twitch and everything. And at first I didn't really like think I would like get very far, because it's like at the end it was all just going to be like a test, you know, to see if like things would like work out and stuff. And in fact, my mama finished the model and the rigging literally the month I created my Twitter account, which was in August. So I could have debuted there, but I don't know. I guess I wanted to make friends.
Which is understandable. It's kind of hard to just jump in the water and be like, I'm doing all of everything now. I'm doing it all.
Yeah. So I was just like, if I'm going to be like motivated, like doing this thing, I want to do it with friends who like share like the same kind of like hobby and passion as me. So I tried making friends first, and then I debuted.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, that's understandable though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, motivation. My mama did everything, and then I was like, okay, I'll do it. Basically,
Very nice.
yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I didn't really have any. I didn't have starting motivations for VTubing. I didn't know what VTubing was, to be completely honest, before I found out that Saki was like, so there's a thing, and I'm like, and they're like, I'm gonna get a cute model, and we're gonna VTube, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And she's like, so you get a 2D model, and you talk, and I'm like, oh. And she's like, yeah, and I'm like, cool. And then she's like, but I don't like talking to people. And I'm like, gotcha. And then I was like, you know, it'd be really funny though. And she's like, what? And I'm like, so you're gonna like prep and do all this stuff for like a couple months maybe, and then eventually you get like a following, and everyone's like really hyped for your debut and everything. And I'm like, what if the first 5 minutes you just be like, hey, what's up? It's me. It's your boy Saki. But yeah, and then it was like, wait a second, that's genius, is what she says, and was like, how about we do you a model? And I'm like, and Kana was born. There's some design aspects with like my other hobbies, I guess, but yeah, like the reason why it's a girl model is because crossplay is hot. Yeah. Nothing much. No real motivation there. Just kind of out of pomp and circumstance, I guess. It just occurred.
It just happened. I mean, yeah. Yeah, just suddenly your mama just DMs you, is like, hey, do you want to be a duck?
Yes.
It was like, yeah.
I do want to be a duck.
Go.
Most certainly.
Yeah, I do.
I would like to be a hot, cute duck.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here I am. 4'7".
Yeah.
It's okay. You're
Model
tiny,
material.
Powerful.
Man.
Yes.
Man, eat it here.
I love it.
Oh,
oh shit.
Hiru, no!
Oh my god. What is happening?
Is that what happened when I said I hate it here?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What
just what you gotta do is don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got this. I got this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So,
don't worry about it.
So Hiru is now a talking void. I've
Come here. See.
She's here as a ghost.
And
she's reappeared.
See, I'm back. Shh, don't worry.
Welcome back.
I didn't see anything. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
It's a trans-dimensional duck.
So for both of you, it started by someone else asking if you wanted to do it, I guess?
Pretty much. It was not an original thought. It was not an original thought.
Crazy.
Yeah. Imagine wanting to be a VTuber.
Wow, okay, well, I'm sorry, man.
Damn.
I love you. No, serious talk. I love being a VTuber. It's so much fun. I like being here. Yeah. I love being a VTuber.
And I guess that leads us into another question, which is, what are the good sides of VTubing?
The good sides. Oh, I mean, definitely the community and the people here for the most part.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you're always gonna get some outliers here and there. But for the most part, you know, love the people here. Lots of very nice and warm people here.
Yeah. The community, like, I think, especially, like, compared to, like, the other communities I've been, this community has been, like very, like, heartwarming. Of course, there is a lot of, you know, like, weird people. Lots of weird people, but, you know, all you gotta do is just, hit the block button. Yeah, but it's not, like, a lot of people that can, you know, like, really, like, ruin the experience, you know? Because sometimes, like, there's, like, so many, like, bad stuff that, like, it can completely, like, ruin your experience in, like, a community. So, like, so far, like, the VTubing community has been, like, really, really nice. Definitely one of the nicest community I have been in so far. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I'd say that I agree. Like, the experiences that I've had, like, in existing online, I don't have a past life to really be like, yes, life was shit and now it is good.
You and me both.
I just kind of like popped in here. I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm Kana. I'm here to vibe, and like we're vibing, we're getting along, and things are nice. I'm not a drama magnet, so I don't really notice anything. So it's very difficult for me to say that I see any like much negativity. I do lead this into the second question, but what are the negatives or the bad sides of the VTuber community, I guess? But what would you say? Start that off with, Yasen.
I don't know. That one's hard for me because I tend to, like, if I sense even a tiny bit of drama in a certain area, I'll tend to just keep it as far away from me as possible. I'll look the other way, and I don't want to interact with that in any way.
Same.
Because prior to becoming a VTuber myself, I used to be part of a circle that would translate clips. So I was part of that side of the community originally, and there was a lot of drama between some groups that would come up a lot, and it was very stressful. So on this end, I kind of just, you know, if there's something that looks kind of sus, I try to stay as far away from it as possible.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, if anything, and it wouldn't really be specific to this community, I guess, but it's just watching out for people who might try to scam, like for art or whatever.
Yeah.
It you know it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah, I have had my fair share, not in like this community, but just like in general. But if it's really like a negative aspect, honestly, it's probably there are some people who kind of, I don't know how to explain it, not kind of like gatekeeping, but usually most people are very open, you know? Most people are super supportive, but there can tend to be some people who can be like, you can't do VTubing like this, or you can't do VTubing like this, because that's not how all of like the professionals do it, and I kind of see that as kind of like a killer, especially for people who are starting out in the community, because I think like VTubing has like developed a lot, especially like since like we've kind of like boomed up very rapidly, because I'm aware that VTubing has gone on for a very long time, and there are some elitists. I don't know if that's an okay word to say. I don't like using that word. I really hate that. Purist, kinda. And just like people are just like, yeah, you shouldn't VTube that way, because that's not how like all the older VTubers or the professionals are doing it. That kind of makes me like, because like people want to like get in, and like now, like especially like in the EN like VTuber community, we just kind of like do things our own way, and a lot of people like, you know, appreciate it. And it's honestly, it's just like whatever like people are like comfortable with, cause it's like streaming, like you're the one doing the streaming, you know. So
and it's not like any of us are part of like the big corporations or anything, so it's a lot more lax, right? So there's no real need to really how do I say, restrict ourselves from doing things in a certain way. Like if it's different from someone else, then that doesn't make it any less
like putting ourselves in like a standard.
Not necessarily like protecting a brand or like projecting a certain like, it has to be within the realms of these specific criteria. You can kind of do your own thing.
Most of us are indie VTubers, you know. So I mean, well, we can't, you know, say that like for like company owns VTubers, because like they have their own set of rules. But you know, if you're like an indie VTuber, you just do things however you want.
So you're kind of just, because if you're not having fun doing it, right, then what's the point?
At that point, it's like it's not a hobby anymore, and now you're making it more like a job. You have to do it.
Because there's like definitely you're going to get money out of it, even though like everyone says like, oh, like I'm not, you know, gonna make a lot of money out of it. You're gonna make money out of it in some way or form. But still, like you know, like in like, when will it like feel like something you enjoy rather than it being kind of like a chore, a job, you know? So might as well like do it in a way where you enjoy it, you know? And either way, the audience wants to see you like enjoying yourself rather than, you know, feeling forced to doing it. You know what I mean?
So what are the things that you tend to enjoy the most about your experience with daily VTubing, I guess, or existing in the VTuber community?
I guess for me, it's just those everyday interactions that I get to have with people. Like, even if it's just small things, like, oh, just saying good morning on Twitter or whatever, or seeing familiar names show up in chat when I'm streaming or whatever. Those kind of things are very, very nice.
Especially regulars. Like I don't even say this often to like my regulars, but I really do enjoy having them my channel because it makes me happy that they think about me to the point where they're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna show up to her stream, even though it's like a guerrilla stream, like they show up somehow, and it's just like like it makes me happy.
Always nice.
Yeah, it
like
makes
having
me really
your own,
happy.
like kind of having your own like small business or a coffee shop, and you get to see videos, and you're like, oh my god, it's been so long. How are you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy to me when like I see a name that I haven't seen in a while, I'll be like, oh my god, I remember this name.
Yeah.
It's been so long. How's it been? How you? It's like meeting a friend for after a while, right? Yeah. It's like, how's it been? Yes. You know where I'm. People, you know where I'm trying to get.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think that's a big part of keeping it real and comfy, and it's about the human interaction. It really is, and that's what makes everything enjoyable, really. I don't know. I think it's a lovely experience to see others having fun, and joining in on that fun is equally inspiring, but at the same time motivating to get my day started, I guess. Just seeing others starting their days with fun.
Yeah, because I feel like you could be streaming and like, you know, just like play a game or do some work, and you literally just like broadcast it, but you know, if people aren't like, you know, showing up and like, you know, talking to you, it doesn't feel like very motivating, you know. Streaming is like one of those like very unique hobbies where you have to like interact with your community and your audience, because it's like they're very important to both like your motivation and also like just like streaming in general. Community important. They make you happy, and they also make your streaming job good. get those rates up.
Yes.
But yeah. And it's nice, like, because there are times when, like, if I'm not feeling the best, I'll just, like, go live and throw up a random game to distract myself, and then I'll see people tune in, and then I just chat with them and whatever, and it's really nice, and it lets me calm down and everything.
Yeah, cause I've had those moments too where I do like an unarchived stream and like play like Muse or whatever, cause Muse is like the game I play when I'm like very like distressed, and people like come by and they like, you know, they literally like stay and like talk, and then it makes me so happy. Yeah.
Because like even if it's not someone you can see or they're not physically there beside you or anything, it's nice to know that there's still someone there in some way, right?
So I guess then, what encourages you when you don't really have that much energy to like stream that day or get going, I guess, for the week?
For me, then it's probably because I know in my end I don't have a lot of confidence in what I'm doing here for many different reasons, because I don't really have a plan at all. I've kind of just been winging it as I've been going along.
Yeah.
So have I.
But then there are like people in the community, both just viewers and other VTubers, who will like cheer me on or whatever and say that I'm doing good or whatever. And I know, like, specifically to name one, right, there's Usami, because the whole reason I even put out a cover at all was because she kept getting on my case about actually doing the cover, being like, oh, you'll do fine, you'll do great, you can do it, I know you can, and then stuff like that, right? Just those, even if it's just a small little thing, like just saying like you can do it, or just small statements like that, they go a long way, right? So very thankful to people who are always cheering us on and all that.
I mean, like, encouragement. Yeah, for me, like, specifically, like, Hiro has always like been like the one. He doesn't like make like decisions for me, but like he always like suggests like mildly, like just like, oh, you could do this or this, because I like being able to like handle my own decisions because it makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something. So I think he was also the one who kind of suggested that we do like every Friday like a Ace Attorney thing together. So that's also like something that's kind of like motivating me to like stream and stuff. And
because then you've got like a weekly arrangement with him, right?
Yeah,
it's like
and
how
even,
people have running partners, I guess.
Yeah. And like even for like weekly stuff, like for like Ring Fit, obviously I can't do it today because like my body feels weak. I physically can't.
Probably not a good idea. Don't overly exert your physical body.
Yeah. But like even like so is like that first time when I did Ring Fit was fun. I want to do it again. So and I do it like every week, and it's like, and like seeing everyone there like makes me like energized, and then like putting out like a schedule. Even though like most of the time I'm like doing guerrilla streams, like at least like some sort like form of like a weekly thing like keeps me a little bit motivated, because it makes me go like, I remember when I did this the first time, everyone really liked it, so I'm gonna keep doing it again and again and again and again, because it makes them happy and it makes me happy. So yeah,
it's good that you recognize your achievements. I'm glad.
Kind of.
We're getting there. It's okay.
Bit by bit.
Just a little bit. I feel like that's a big part of the VTuber community. I find is recognition of mental health. I think that was one of the big good sides that I forgot to mention, and that there's a heavy emphasis within the VTuber community to recognize burnout and depression and anxiety. Recognize it, not necessarily feed it in the sense that we're like mobbing it and swarming against it, but we're very aware of it, and we support others when we see that they're down. We reach out to them, try to bring them up and be like, hey, I see that you're not feeling that great lately. If you need a chat, just hit me up and that's fine. We can hang out or whatever. And I really do enjoy that. And now, don't go in over your head, because some people will slip into DMs a little bit too heavily to be like, hey, I'm gonna be your therapist kind of thing. And I'm like, chill. When people are sad or depressed, don't try. I mean, we appreciate you being a hero, but keep in mind that not everyone reciprocates, but not everyone responds well to stimulus.
Yeah.
We're
I
not
feel like
all
that's
therapists.
I feel like that's something that, because like it's something that you should understand regardless, right? Like behind the model is a person and all that, but I feel like that's something that's really hit a lot more after being in this position myself, rather than just being someone who would watch from behind the scene, or rather watch from the other side of the screen. So being the one moving the model and whatever, it really does hit a lot more like, yeah, these are people behind there and they're all going through their own things, right?
Yeah, like there's like, I'm usually very open with my audience, because I'm just a very honest person. It's hard for me to lie, but there is a lot of things that I cannot reveal to people, because like I have things happening. I can't do that because I just prefer not to. But but people are most of the time, like a lot of people are aware, and they're just like, and like rather than trying to like shove advice out at me, at least most of them are like, like, take your time.
Yeah, which is something very much appreciate it.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's even though if it's just like really, really small words, like, we really, really appreciate it. Yeah, especially since we work hard, man. We work hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, before we conclude, I want to ask Yasen, do you have anything you want to promote?
Alta for Discord. It's a thing. It exists.
I'll put it in the description of this video. Also, I'll put their Twitters in here.
I panicked. I wasn't expecting this. But,
Me too.
Also, I guess, though this is not anything that I can show anything for yet, but I'm doing a redesign at some point. It's coming eventually.
Ooh.
I don't know when. I need to save money, but...
Ooh. You got a Yasen 2.0 coming?
Yeah. I guess that's it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Hero? Or Hiru? Hero.
Well.
Whoops. I was going so well without like slipping up this whole time. Ah.
You know what? We honestly.
It's off by one letter. And both are vowels.
They're both vowels. They're both 4-letter words, and they literally almost sound the same. I don't blame you. It doesn't help that we both entered this community at the same time too. Made it even worse.
It's okay.
But yeah, anyways, I guess I also have a Discord. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like kind of freshly made, but I just kind of like talk about being hungry all the time in my Discord, so if you want to check that out. Yeah, there's that. And I don't know what else to promote. Oh wait, I have a cover coming up soon.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like 70% done. I just need to commission an animator, but that's basically it. That's basically it. It's almost done. It's almost, and I've been working on this for like a few months, so
very nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got my light sticks ready. Let's go.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm ready.
It's gonna be a bop. We gonna be partying all
How much
night.
lunch money you want here?
No.
Oh my god. Keep your lunch money. It's okay.
I'm super
Keep
gluing
your
your
lunch
wallet.
money.
I'm super gluing your wallet.
But yes, that was the first fun collab with you two. I appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing Yasen 2.0, and I also look forward to seeing that fun cover. But thank you all for being here. It was a pleasure. Thank you for chatting with me.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me. Yes.
Okay. There will be links in description, I guess. Like, comment, and subscribe, as people say on the YouTube.
And hit that notification bell.
Oh, ding
Hell
dong!
yeah,
Forgot
dude.
about
Make
that
sure to
one,
like,
too.
comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for notifications when you get a new
video or thing. Yeah.
Whatever it is the famous YouTubers do, man.
Man.
I don't know YouTube stuff.
Yes. Okay. Well, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.